This is Hindsight Radio.
I represent it.
The information station changing the nation.
What's up? What's up? What's up? How we doing out there? Peace, prosperity, extreme wealth to everyone. I hope everybody's doing great out there, achieving your goals, pushing forward. Don't allow the problems, the storms to get in our way. Hope you're doing it. But first, I gotta give a shout out to some people. Corinne and Steve from Champaign, Illinois. They got me some things. They got me this money pen. So this is my money pen. Thank you, Corinne and Steve. And my wine corker, a decorker, I guess you cork it, see. And it's a money. So with this, a millions of dollars gonna come through these items. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys. These are the things that keep me going. You know, when I have people who show appreciation to me and for what I do, and I appreciate them for what they do. You know, I appreciate Corinne for her steadfastness in her business that she started this year, in her coaching business, and I could see it, the progress, simply because she's staying dedicated to it and doing it every day consistently. That's the key. Consistency is the key. Then on top of that, they show appreciation for the information that they receive. Do you show appreciation for the information that you receive to the people that you say that you look up to? Are you showing, just thinking of them? And this is not the first gift. I think this is about the fourth or fifth gift that I've gotten in a few years. Not to mention the seminars we've held out there in the Champaign, Illinois level. You know, Champaign, Illinois shows a lot of love out there. So I don't mind going out there. I don't care if it's one person, I'll go out there. I do not mind going to Champaign, Illinois and giving the information out. And with that being said, I have to tell you, we got a seminar coming up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. It's right there. Right here, see, I'm trying to get my fingers right there, right there. July 22nd to the 23rd, myself and Al Bay will be there. We're going to be showing y'all the source. We're going to give y'all the information. We're going to give y'all the method to recouping through your trust. We're going to show y'all how to operate in trust. What is it about me and Al that we could actually show you how to operate in trust? Because we operate in trust. I don't have personal bank accounts. I have trust bank accounts. I have business bank accounts. You see? And because I have my stuff established like that, other businesses trust me. I sent a text the other day, hey, we need another truck. Hey, I'll have one ready next week. I just got to put a lift gate on it. Give me a week. Excited to give me another truck. Why? Because we have a trust relationship. We have a contract, and I fulfill my end of the contract. They fulfill their end by allowing me to get those trucks. We are a customer, a lifetime customer. We have a relationship, a trust relationship. So that's what we're going to be doing at that seminar. We're going to be teaching trust. I'll be going over the nationality in detail, bringing out some new information. I'm going to touch on some of the things I'm going to talk about. Well, one of the things I'm going to talk about tonight, in a generalized sense tonight. And what's the title of the show is about the significance of honoring thy mother and thy father, which is a biblical command. See, you are honoring a father. You are honoring a mother. But is it the right one? And I'm going to, through this book I have, I'm going to break all that down. But before I get to that, I just want to keep reminding people, stay focused, man. I know that it's difficult to stay focused. I know that it's easy to get distracted by things you call stuff you got to do. Work, jobs, family. Some of us are just getting distracted simply by just hanging out. You know, I want to hang out with my people, have a good time. We're putting entertainment before the progress. See, the difference between the high achievers is they put their work, their craft before the entertainment. When you see them out hanging out, that's after they have spent and put a lot of time into their craft. And if you notice, high achievers, people who are making money, when they put together events, it's just not anybody and everybody there. There's people there that they can collaborate with. And the reason why that is put together, entertainment mixed with business. Stop listening to these folks. Oh, you can't work all the time, blah, blah. Stop listening. If you are working a 9-to-5 and you say you want to get out of 9-to-5, or you have money problems, you have issues, that you want to get out of, you don't have time for entertainment. You don't have time for TV. You have no time for none of that. Any time you spent doing that, that's time away from the progress you could be making. Oh, I need to take a break. No, you don't have time to take breaks. Take a break when that bank account is showing millions of dollars in it. And then now you be restructuring your entertainment. Well, I'm gonna have a get together, but who am I? Who's coming over here? People like-minded like me. That's who's coming. Isn't that biblical? What I'm saying is actually biblical, right? Who came together to be in the presence of Christ? People who wanted to be healed. People who wanted to hear the message. People who wanted results. That's who came to hear the message. Now, there was others there to hear the message, the scribes and Pharisees. They came there to criticize. You're going to have that too. But the people that you want in your association is people who are there to hear what you have to say, who want to work with you and make progress with you. Not people who just want to take from you. See? Yeah, this is my water with my Celtic salt in it, so that my body can absorb the water better. Yeah. We have to get out of the habit of listening to conventional wisdom. Conventional wisdom is always wrong. There's a lot of conventional thinkers out there. People, you got to go get this job, get this education, get the 401k, blah, 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 blah. That's all a convention. And all that did was lead to people they have jobs they hate. Yeah, they're able to pay the bills, but they hate going how they're making the money to pay the bills. Why? Because they got to go slaves for someone else and make their dream come true. And they're not making their aspirations come true. They're making someone else's aspirations come true. You realize that when you work for a company, you're making the inspiration, the epiphany that whoever created that company, you're fulfilling their dream for their family. Your tool, your cog in that wheel called a job for them. That's it. You're just a piece of their puzzle. Yeah, the money you make will never put you next door to them. The money you make will never give you the same vacations. The money you make will never give you the same bank account as theirs. And there is no security in jobs. There are no securities in having a job. I don't care what. Any day they can come and say, we're not making enough money, we have to let you go. Or we just letting you go. We downside that. Oh, we don't like you, we letting you go. There's no security If your security is in a job, you don't have security. If you think you are secure in a job, you have a false sense of security. Because what happens when you lose your job? Where does your security go? With the job? No. Real security comes from within. That security. And guess what? When you have that security and that confidence in yourself, your family can feel that. The people around you can feel that. People recognize a secure man in his business. They recognize that. Okay? Brothers, we got to wake up. We got to wake up. We're not going to give our family legacy if we are slaving for someone else. I'm sorry. We're not going to be, I don't think we have reached the level of fatherhood and manhood if we're not creating something for our family to leave behind. What has been the story? The story has been we get these jobs and you died and everybody's trying to figure out how to pay for a funeral if there's no life insurance. We failed in that area. I know I just pretty much figuring all this stuff out now. I wasn't taught these things. Why wasn't I taught this thing? Because my dad wasn't taught that. He was taught how to consume. So that's how he lives. He lives in a consumer-based existence. Consume television, consume religion, well, he's not really into politics. Consume products and things. We weren't taught how to create wealth, how to invest money, how to create trust, but even when we make money, we not even taught how to protect it. And it's our duty to learn how to do it. No matter how difficult it is, learn it. All too often, we have left this job up to women to figure out. And that's partly why they are frustrated. I'm not excusing their behavior. I'm just saying that's a reason. Because when you look around, where's the security and the headship in the home? You know, women want security. That things is going to be taken care of. And she doesn't see that confidence, and then she gets a little emotional, or a lot. Listen, I can only talk to men and tell y'all how to handle yourself, handle your business. And I know that if you're not taking the lead on the finances in your home and taking care of things the way they're supposed to, being able to, hey, I want to go on vacation. To just say, hey, I'm going on vacation. Let's do it. Without having to, oh man, I ain't got enough money. Oh, this and that. That's I'm sorry. That's why I do what I do. So I could do those things freely and abundantly. And I know a job is not going to be able to allow me to do it. Even if they pay me a lot of money, I have to get permission to go on vacation. Do y'all realize that's the existence that most people are living? Getting permission to go on vacation from their job. Daddy are being sacrificed. And that's, if your stuff's not available, they can't hear it. Sometimes you got to feel your way through the dark. And I struggled all the way up into the minute. Peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to all you guys.
This is Hindsight Radio. I represent it. The information station changing the nation.
Peace. What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday, December the 27th. Just a few days left, 4 days left in this year. I was thinking back on this year and just watching people grow in the things in their endeavors. I'm like, man, a whole year is going by. Don't that feel good that you have been, the people that I'm talking to, that I'm referring to, doesn't it feel good that you stay committed to your cause for the whole year, that you stayed with it? I know there might have been times you got a little derailed, yeah, but for the most part, you stuck with it. And the next year is only going to get better. It's only going to get better. It gets better from here, as long as you stay consistent and stay with it. I was looking at the scripture. It says, all hard work brings profit. This is Proverbs. I believe this is Proverbs 14:23. All hard work brings profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. Aren't you happy that you're not just mere talk? That you've been doing it and you're working on it, you're getting it done. See, a lot of people say they want to quit their jobs and make their own money. I hear that all the time. I get it. But when they get down to it, they just talk. They just talk. And one of the main reasons I believe that they get stuck in the jobs over creating own businesses is because they believe the job is secure. Like I was just saying in that old video back in, I think that was from June or May or June, that show. They believe the job is secure. So because of that, they place more importance in that area because that's what they believe is going to be the only thing that can pay their bills at that time. They have no faith in their belief in the job or the business that they're trying to create. See, that's what happens. I always say you cannot slave for two masters. You will love one and hate the other. So if you're juggling a job in your own business and you're making more at the job than you are at the business, you committed to the job more than the business, and that's why the business is only giving you part-time income. I was telling somebody the other day, if you work something part-time, you're only going to get part-time results. There's no way you're going to get full-time results out of something you're only doing part-time. One day you're going to have to make a choice. Job or the business? Who are you going to have more faith in? See, that comes from a lack of faith in self. God gave you a calling, God gave you an inspiration, but you lack faith in it. Abraham and Sarah did that in the Bible. They lacked faith. God said, hey, I'm going to give you a son in your old age. And it took a while. They were like, man, why don't you go sleep with her and have a son? And because God taking too long. Yeah, see, God gave him a divine inspiration of having a child, and they chose to do something else. And then the maidservant had a child, and they caused conflict. And the Bible predicted that they would always have conflict. Why? See, that's a metaphorical, esoterical way of saying that whenever you go against the divine inspiration of what God has given you, you're going to always have conflict everywhere else. First of all, you're going to be internally conflicted. Because there's going to be days you're going to remember, hey, I wanted to start this business, but I'm still here at the job. I put the business down and I put it off to the side. Then you're going to have, man, I wish I would have stuck with it. There's the conflict. One day you're going to have to defeat the old you. You're going to have to let go of it and put on the new man or the new woman. What's that scripture that says? Put off the old man. Put on the new man in Christ. I guess that's what it says. Let's see. I think that's Corinthians 5:17. Let's see if I got it. Got it. See if I have it right. Or maybe it's Ephesians. It's Ephesians 4:24. I think the other one said something like that too. Let's see. And it says, and let's start it from the beginning. When you heard about Christ and were taught in him in accordance with the truth that is in Jesus, you were taught with regard to your former way of life to put off your old self, which is being corrupted by its deceitful desires, to be made. And let's talk about what are they in this conversation. What deceitful desires can you relate that to? The deceitful desire or the deceitful illusion that these man-made structures is going to be able to take care of you. These employments. You already know what they could do to a job, right? When we had the pandemic and they said everybody got to stay home. Y'all can't go to work. That's how quick people were out of job. Pandemic, no going to work. Everything ceased at that point, as far as working for a short period of time, for some months, right? I remember, man, the streets were empty. That's how quick you can be without a job. Anything can happen. And they said, all jobs, all this. He said, the dollar collapsed. No more work. We have allowed our deceitful desires, our deceitful perceptions, and putting faith in these man-made structures for our survival. Water, food, housing. I mean, there was a time in this country that mainly things were created by your own hands. Now, everybody else is creating them for you. So if everything just shut down right now, what would you do? Are you capable of surviving without that? I do know that was the plan, right? The plan was to get you to be solely dependent on these system of structures, these structures that they created. That's why it's important that you create your own. Create your own structure. You can do that. And you should. You'll get so much more satisfaction out of life when you're creating your own way, creating your own money from your ideas in your mind that God gave you. So where was I? I think I moved it. It says, put on the new self created to be like God in true righteousness and holiness. The new self. Got a new year. What you going to do? And if you've already put on a new self, you're going to improve on the new self. Keep moving the needle forward. Who's out there tonight? I'm not going to stay on too long. I just want to be more consistent with encouraging you guys leading up to this new year. JG says peace. Road War says peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to everyone. I second that. Happy Wednesday, says Corinne. B. King Bay says peace, everyone. Road War says I felt proud of the amount that my YouTube channel has grown over a few months. See that? Road Warrior, yeah. Keep it up, Road Warrior. C. King Bay and Corinne, keep it up. Keep it up. Next year is going to be phenomenal. I know it. So what time is it? It's 7:28. I've been up like shoot, man. I think it was about 3:30, 4 o'clock. That's how long I've been up. And sometimes when they get around this, I'm like, I start getting fatigued. Like, why? Well, you've been up for over 12 hours already. 15 hours. That's common. So I go to bed early. Like, when I get off this, guess where I'm going? To bed. And then I'm going to get up early in the morning again and start doing some things. That's what it's going to take. You're going to have to you don't have to sacrifice sleep. What you have to sacrifice is the time you go to sleep. You may have to go to bed early so you can get up. See, if I go to bed by 8 and then I get up at 4, that's what? That's 8 hours of sleep right there. I got my 8 hours. Yeah, I'm well rested. It's just once it get past 5 or 6 o'clock, I start feeling it. So, I just put up a webinar. I'm doing a webinar on CPNs. CPN webinar number 5. You know, the banking rules have changed, and we have to. There's, you know, basically this webinar is going to show you how to manage your trust EIN, your business EINs, and personal EINs to get credit. So, some new information and some add-ons to some old information. Because things have, you know, the banking, they're tightening up. They got their rules, so we're going to learn how to play by them. See, most important thing is learning the rules to everything. Once you know the rules, you win. So, what else I wanted to say? Coming soon, a new website, a new spiritual coaching is coming. That's all in the works. So I look forward to sharing that information to you, and shout out to Corinne and Steve for helping me with that. They're the ones who spearheaded it. So I just kind of, okay, that's a great idea. And all the ideas is pretty much what I had in my head, just didn't have it on paper. It's like they read my mind. So that's good. So it's 7:31. I'm not going to stay here too long. I think y'all get the point. Hey, stay consistent with what you are doing or what you plan to do. Have you already implemented the changes? Earlier this month I said start now, because if you want to wait till January 1, that could get tough. And remember, all kind of distractions are going to pop up to try to distract you. So keep on the watch for that. All right, I'm out of here. I'm getting tired. But thanks for tuning in to this short show. I just wanted to, like I said, share my insights on staying focused. It's important. So, all right. Peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to all. Peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to all you guys.
This is Hindsight Radio. I represent it. The information station changing the nation.